Tinka'S are not blood sisters. We feeling ourselves. Now that we feeling ourselves, I feel like now we in competition with each other. You feel what I'm saying? Now that we in competition with each other,
What's good? What's up, Messy Mob? It's your girl, ItsMyaJ, and I am back again with another video. So today we are going to be getting into the dark truth behind Tinka'S and Meatball's friendship. The dark truth, the rise and fall, what happened behind closed doors. We are going to get into it all. We're pretty much going to be deep diving into their friendship. It's a lot to get into, and y'all, it's so much drama, y'all. It's so much drama. I feel like videos that I'm starting to do like this are honestly just kind of sad, because it's like you guys were friends before the show, and now you guys are on the show together, and instead of sticking together, y'all let it get to y'all heads. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell so you know every single time I post a new video. Girl, it's ItsMyaJ. It's the Messy Mob. Girl, we are lit over here. Trust and believe that. And yeah, let's get into the mess. So as we all know by now, before Baddies, Meatball had a really strong and popular presence on social media, especially TikTok.
I'm gonna start it off slow. I'm gonna scope the scenery out. Watch out. Look, you don't know when I'm coming, dummy.
So clearly, these viral moments resulted in her gaining a lot of attention, and because she was gaining a lot of attention, she is really consistent on posting content on social media, which caused her to not have to even audition for Baddies. But Tinka'S, on the other hand, of course, Tinka'S' name was not ringing bells like Meatball's at this point before Baddies. But despite of this, they seem to keep a very close-knit relationship. They seem very goofy together, very outgoing together. They seem to vibe really well. Now, there have been stories that I cannot confirm nor deny because I am not from Philly, and me personally, I have not heard of Tinka'S until the show, until she really went mainstream. But I can't confirm nor deny, but I have seen comments under my videos and on TikTok videos basically stating that these two have had their issues in the past. These two have beefed before, and they're pretty much known for, you know, of course, they're known to be very close. They have a history. They're clearly friends. They consider each other their sisters, but there is a side to them to where they would beef like on and off, and it's very known in Philly. I've seen multiple comments that's like, if you're from Philly, you know that Meatball and Tinka'S are always getting into it. So I've seen multiple comments like this. So there's no doubt in my mind that they clearly have some type of history before their friendship ended on the show. So as I said, when it comes to their falling out and why they're beefing now, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there is I feel like it all comes down to that TV shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're outside of Philly. Now they're outside of Philly. They're around other people. They're forced to be around other people. They're either forced to separate themselves from those people or to make new friends and, you know, gain experiences with these people. And I feel like because Tinka'S was more so open-minded to making new friends and developing friendships, I really feel like Meatball did not like that. And Meatball said it herself. And then she felt like when Tinka'S was, you know, being friendly with these girls, that in the process, she was also stealing Meatball's personality.
No, I just feel like Tink stole my personality. And
I'm not going to lie. Between me, you, and her, we all hyperactive as shit.
Nah,
right,
bro.
It's different. You got your own different type of hyperactive. I got my own. She got hers. But now that she came to the show, I can say that it resembles you a whole lot. The shit that she do,
bro,
how she do it.
It's hard to be yourself when somebody really trying to be you, bro.
But that's why
y'all don't
can't nobody outdo
y'all
you
don't
with
get it. No, y'all don't get it until y'all really somebody, bro. Bro, I'm really it's bad enough I'm a trendsetter, bro. Everything I do in this city, bro, these motherfuckers do their shit. Spin up blends. Bitches be wanting to talk like me, move like me. Really, bitches, I know bitches, bro. Bitches that really sit around me for a couple months and really go start acting like me in front of other motherfuckers. Real shit, bro. I feel like that girl stole my personality, bro.
We was young boys.
No, I just feel like Tink. Yeah, but look, this the gig though, right? A lot of people don't like me because of Tink was too jolly with them bitches. And I wasn't feeling them bitches. And I didn't like how Tink was too Joe with them bitches. Like, these bitches don't know you.
But that's because she was
like, it was on the type time, like, I was cool. Me and Tink was cool as shit, right? And I stopped. I couldn't fuck with Diamond Body because Tink wasn't fucking with her. Them bitches will fight and then become friends. And now DTB don't like me because all I did was play my part. And that was rocking for
trying
Tink.
to be loyal for on the other side.
Exactly. And that's why DTB don't like me.
But that's Tink being fake then.
They all don't like me because of all I did was stand on a friend's side, and all y'all did was fight and hug shit out. How you expect me to not be cool with DTB when you just fought her and you just shook her hand?
Dude, that's
I'm sitting there rocking for you. I'm thinking you gonna fight this girl and never be her friend again. I don't think they beef is fucking real, bro. I should have minded my fucking business. Now them two on live laughing and all this. Like, I'm confused. It seems.
Okay, so like I said, let's just deep dive into what she's saying. So I feel like, okay, so I feel two ways. So I feel like for her to just, I understand that you guys are from the same place. You guys are sisters. You consider her your sister. You consider her to be a close friend. So in her head, in Meatball's head, she's like, these bitches don't know you. Why are you being so friendly? But I feel like that's a little unfair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Baddies is an experience. Yes, it's a drama-filled experience, but it's still an experience nonetheless. Why can't she go there and enjoy her experience? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you guys are from the same place. You guys already know each other. You guys are going in very, very close. You know what I'm saying? But who are you to tell her that she can't be, like, not friendly, you know what I'm saying? Not friendly and in everybody's face, but like, who are you to tell her that she's not allowed to basically make new friends? Because that's honestly what it sounds like to me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before I even started to play the videos, I feel like jealousy is a big part of why they fell out. Like, and I feel like this is when, at the beginning, when Meatball realized how friendly Tinkerbella was being and how cool she was being with everybody, I feel like this is when Meatball started to resent her, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we came in this shit together. Like, it's supposed to be us against them. I feel like this is Meatball's mentality. But why does it have to be like that? All that's going to do is just rob Tinkerbella of her fucking experience. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I did agree with Meatball, I agreed with the whole Diamond versus Tink thing. Because think about it. Their whole, like, no shade. Before coming to the house, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. I'm not going to say that because, all right. So I'm not even going to say what I was just going to say. But I will say that coming into the house, Diamond Body and Tinkerbella already knew that they had unfinished business from the auditions. Of course, they got into it at the auditions, so they were dropping diss tracks on each other in between the auditions and when the season actually started. So it was obvious that one of the big reasons why these two were casted was so they could, you know, handle their business. So I understand what Meatball is saying. This girl snuck you for no reason. Y'all got into it. Y'all are basically on the show because of this storyline. This is supposed to be like an ongoing storyline, an ongoing beef, quote unquote, that you guys are supposed to come into the house with. So I understand Meatball when she's like, I'm sitting here and I'm having as your sister, as your friend, as somebody who's close to you, I'm showing you my loyalty by having your back with Diamond Body and with everybody else. But after you fight these girls, you're in their faces being friendly with them. Now that I understand, because that's how I felt about the Mariah Lynn and Bianca situation too, because I'm like, there's only so many times where you can expect Bianca to have your back when literally you fight these women and then you make up with them right after. Like, just imagine, right? Because you know how they was on Bianca for not having Mariah Lynn's back. Just imagine if Bianca would have jumped Asian Doll, or if Bianca would have jumped in that fight or would have took a fade for Mariah. Mariah made up with Asian Doll immediately after. You know what I'm saying? She made up with Asian Doll immediately after. So what does that... So now what? So now I know, like, no shade, and I'm not trying to be childish, you know what I'm saying, because y'all love to call me messy and childish. I'm not trying to be messy nor childish and be like, oh, if you get into it with somebody, you can be a grown woman and shake hands and make up. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying though, if you have a friend in the house with you and you expect a certain amount of loyalty from that friend to where that friend is having your back, fighting your battles, having your back, fighting your battles, basically just taking on the beef that you have because y'all have y'all have that loyalty with each other. Your friend is not going to let, nobody play with you. Okay, cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But if your friend is jumping in or beefing with the girls that you're beefing with just for you to turn around and make up with them and be kiki ha ha, you're putting your friend in a weird position because now that person is not going to like your friend. Like I said, just imagine if Bianca would have jumped in a fight with Asian Doll. And Asian Doll and Mariah Lynn literally made up 10 seconds after the fight. Girl. So now y'all making up. Y'all made up. Y'all friends now. Y'all cool. Y'all shook hands. Y'all hugged it out. Y'all talked it out. And now what? Now I'm just sitting here looking like a big dummy because I done jumped into your fight, then inserted myself into your beef when I really could have minded my business the whole time because now you're friends with her. It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So when Meatball says that, I completely understand where she's coming from. But to just off rip be like, oh, Tink was too friendly with them girls. You know what I'm saying? She was too friendly. She was in their face too much. Why can't she make new friends? It doesn't make any sense. And speaking of Tink making new friends, I feel like Meatball was insanely jealous of Slim Too Bad and Tinka'S relationship, which I'm talking about because I feel, of course, this was in the early stages because clearly Slim went home. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like once Meatball realized, like, dang, it's not going to be us against them. You know what I'm saying? And dang, she's actually making new friends. And dang, she's actually building bonds with these women. It's not what I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought she was just going to be under my wing. I thought it was just going to be us two against everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like once Meatball realized that's not what it was going to be because Tink was doing her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is where the resentment started to come in. And of course, especially because Meatball claims that Tink stole her personality while being in their faces. So how do y'all feel about the personality thing? Like, I don't know. Like, me personally, I did not know Tink before Baddies. So it's like, I can't even go off of anything to compare. The only people that can really compare are people in Philly who knew how Tink was before Baddies, and Meatball, of course, because they've known each other for years prior to Baddies. Like, they really know each other. So only those people can do the comparison. So I can't even really compare, but I don't know about the personality thing. Like I said, I can't go off of anything to compare. Like, but when I seen that video of Meatball and Tinka'S before Baddies, Tinka'S seemed like the same. You know, I'm about to play that video right now. So because Meatball would have Tinka'S back, you know what I'm saying? And Tinka'S would end up befriending these girls that she's beefing with. Meatball is saying, like, the girls are ending, now they don't like me because you're beefing with them, and I'm beefing with them because you're beefing with them, because that's what I'm going to do as your friend. Like, my loyalty lies with you, not them. I knew you before them. So, of course, my loyalty will always lie with you. But you're making up with them, and then when y'all make up, now they don't like me because, you know, now we didn't exchange words, or we didn't got into it because of you. But now you are friends with them. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that for sure. Like, for sure, I understand that. And I feel like, I don't know, now that I think about it, I feel like there is a lot of things that came into play as to why Meatball started to basically resent Tinka'S, because it seems like Meatball started to resent Tinka'S, and Tinka'S was just a little bit oblivious of it. But back on the Tinkerbella, quote unquote, being friendly and being in their faces, as Meatball would say, and how she did not like that because, again, I feel like Meatball wanted to go into the house with it being her and Tinkerbella against everybody else. But it did not work out in her favor that way because Tinkerbella was trying to get to know everybody, it seems like. And somebody that she did get to know and grew very close with while they were in the house was Slim Too Bad.
I love you, Slim. I love you so much. And that's a real friend. Thank you for being a real friend. Real shit from start to finish. And Slim is the perfect example of, listen, time does not matter. You can know somebody for years, and somebody you meet today or tomorrow will love you harder, go harder for you, be there for you, no matter what. So don't ever get it up and think that because time. Yeah, I was with this nigga for years. We gotta be together now because the nigga you meet tomorrow might be that nigga that'll take you and sweep you off your fucking feet and love you harder, stronger, and be there for you more than anybody, okay? And Slim is the prime example of a real ass. So I appreciate you for being a friend to me. I appreciate you for loving me for who I am, accepting me and all my crazy shit, cutting the lights off, liking to sleep all in the darkness because, you know, I be having my shit going on. But I love you and I just really miss you so much.
Clearly, she was throwing shots at Meatball while uplifting Slim. So, yeah, I don't know, child. It's just a mess. So, like I said, I feel like this is where the resentment started to come in for Meatball because, you know, Tinkerbella was stepping out of her comfort zone and basically meeting new people. And her and Slim ended up getting close, which is really why I feel like is the real reason why Meatball voted Slim out. Let's be real. You seen that Tinkerbella was growing close with Slim, so you wanted Slim going. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the real reason why. Like, you wanted her going because Tinkerbella and her were going close. But even Slim said that Meatball been acting weird once they came into the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? She said that it was actually to the point where she would have to basically, you know, be the middleman and try to, you know, basically solve things between them and tell Meatball, like, you have to stop going behind Tinkerbella's back and talking about Tinkerbella to the other girls, which is like the pot calling the kettle black because how are you mad? Because in her life, she said she was mad because Tinkerbella was friendly with them girls and how the girls didn't know her and you supposed to, yeah, all that. So how are you mad because Tinkerbella is making new friends and she's talking to other people, but you're talking to those same people about Tinkerbella? It just doesn't make sense. But this is what Slim Too Bad said. And said the real reason why, because her and Meatball have issues till this day. They go back and forth online till this day. And she said that the real reason why Meatball has an issue with her is because she is basically a actual friend to Tink. Something that, you know, Meatball never was.
Been doing shit to your sister, yeah, let's stop like you just been the best. Like, stop, bitch. I was the one getting in between y'all situation, telling y'all to chill out and telling you stop telling how you feel about her. And when y'all going through something, stop going to talk to the one, yeah, me, telling you stop doing that way. The one. Let's keep it real. You really found me as a motherfucker because I was friends with Tink, a real one from beginning. That's all it was. That's the only reason why you got not to like me. That's the only reason you got not to like me, bitch. Friends with Tink. I ain't never till you played it cool with me. Let's stop.
And apparently Slim Too Bad is not the only person that feels like that. Tinkerbella herself went to Instagram and said, I'm done protecting you, Deja. I'm done letting you throw rocks and hide your hands. I'm done with you playing with me and my character. You're not a good friend to me and never was. And you damn sure was not a good sister. I'm truly hurt we came together. We supposed to leave together. I always stood 10 for you. And the energy was never reciprocated. I always let you embarrass me and I never tell my side. You really broke me with this one. You supposed to have my back and be proud of me. You never was. And I'm bowing out gracefully. You won't embarrass me while my daughter is watching and looking up to me. The show ends here. I'm done. And I'm really hurt, but I definitely will be okay in due time. So when it was all said and done, Meatball took it to Instagram as well, and she basically said, yeah, I'm coming to the reunion deep, and Tinkerbella was not here for it, and she gagged her a little bit. Let's get into it. So Tinkerbella said, I would come deep to the reunion too if I was lying the whole time, pretending, taking stuff, and spreading rumors. Oh, and talking ish about the who really had your best interest at heart, lying on innocent people, quote unquote, faking it to make it. Yeah, I would want to come deep if I knew I was in the wrong too. People always forget them cameras be on. And Meatball basically played in her face and was like, girl, yeah, I'm coming to the reunion, pulling up deep to the reunion, and what about it? Okay. So Meatball shared what Tinka'S had to say about her pulling up deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if if I started that much ish, I would pull up deep too. Girl. So so Meatball responded and she said, get off me because I can come deep too in my city if I want. And I'm not trying to be messy, but that sounded like a threat. She said, I could pull up deep in my city too if you want. Then goes on to say, if I started so much ish, how come the girls didn't tip on me? Meaning, like, if I started so much problems in the house, if I was taking stuff, starting rumors, spreading rumors, like Tinka'S said, why didn't none of the girls fight me? Make it make sense. This is what, Meatball is saying, but, I like to add a little stink on it, child. And then she says, stop bringing me up, you clout chaser, with a whole bunch of laughing emoji, girl. Playing in her face pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Taking her for a joke. So then she goes on to share a screenshot of, one of her peoples or whatever, girl, one of her little friends or whatever, her peoples, basically confirming that, yeah, we're going to be pulling up deep and that, you shouldn't have switched up for the cameras. Girl, it's just messy, girl. It's real messy out here. And then continues to make story posts, basically continuing to clown Tinka'S, saying how she will be pulling up deep to the reunion.
Definitely was cracking down on whoever and whatever, period. And guess, and yeah, I'm coming deep to the reunion. Best believe that. What happened? Best believe I'm coming deep to the reunion on merge. On merge. Yeah, definitely was cracking down on whoever and what.
And girl, when it is all said and done, Tinka'S and Meatball still do not mess with each other. And we can definitely expect for them to fade it out at the reunion, girl. Somebody asked Tinka'S, since Meatball and Tinka'S recently did the auditions together. They were both pre-judges. And somebody asked, so did Meatball and Tink talk it out? Tink said, no, I do not F with her. And Meatball kind of shed some light as well on why she feels like, she already shed light as to why she was already starting to resent Tinka'S, but she also shed some more light, one, as to the whole sister thing. She pretty much confirmed that they are not blood sisters. They're not even related. And she also shed some light on why she really feels like, was the main reason why they really fell out, which had a lot to do with them being in competition with each other.
Me and Tinka'S are not blood sisters. We're not half sisters. We're not step sisters. We're not cousins. We're not brothers. We're not uncles and aunts. We're not related. Like, it's to a point in time now you gotta put your foot down. You really gotta have your understanding. That's not what you call a friend. That's not what you call a sister. That's not my blood sister. That's not my friend. Stop bringing her up. Stop talking about her. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. That was just one of my friends that didn't know how to treat me like a friend at the time. And she's very good at it. She's very good at it. Now we overthinking. We feeling ourselves. Now that we feeling ourselves, I feel like now we in competition with each other. You feel what I'm saying? Now that we in competition with each other, I feel like we in a race. Now that I feel like we in a race, it's like who better than who. When whole time both of us dumb ass bitches could be getting so much fucking money together, and we sitting in here to competition, seeing who better than who. It's not about that game. I don't want no competition with you, bro. I just want you to treat me like a sister. I'm gonna treat you like a sister. Whatever little booklets you got, carry it like I'm your little sister. Y'all don't do all that. It's always about, you know what I'm saying? I don't like shit like that. Like, one thing about me, bro, I have a little sister. When my little sister really get to be my age and growing up, y'all gonna forever see me, my little sister, bro. Forever. When my little sister grow up a little bit more, bro, y'all gonna forever see me with my little sister. Watch this, bro. You don't treat your little sister like this. I felt like being as though I was somebody. I felt like being as though I was somebody, and she was becoming somebody at the time and shit like that. I grew up around Tink, whereas though Tink is from Philadelphia. She moved out of Philly and she moved to Miami, and she was telling me like, yeah, sis, like, I'm moving out Miami and shit like that, like, and I'm in my head like, okay, cool, you moving out Miami, but what's next? Are you going out there to go, do some popping shit? Are you going to go be creative? Like, what was the content? What we doing? In my head, I'm like, what we doing? Whole time, she moved her whole family out there. We ain't doing shit. I barely even see you. You fly me out there, I'm out there. It's nothing to do. It's nothing for me to do. I'm bored as shit. Like, that's not how you treat sister gang. It's like you wanted me to come out here to say, look, sis, this is what the fuck I'm working with. This is my crib. Who cares about that? Show me what the fuck is really good. Me around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then when you not around motherfuckers want to show that you in Paris, and Paris got the machine go. But why you ain't take me to fuck the Paris? I wanted to see the machine and all that shit. People really, I don't know, man. Like, do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, do y'all understand what I'm saying?
So me personally, I do not have to be from Philly to know that these two are not real sisters. Like, no shade though. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they were saying that they were sisters and then like the girls were really like taking it as like their blood sisters, I promise you, I was like, I'm pretty sure, because I remember in one of Scotty's confessionals, she was like, oh my God, like I did not know that Meatball and Tinka'S were real sisters. Like, and in my head, I'm like, girl, they're not real sisters. Like, I'm pretty sure they're just calling each other that because they're super close. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, read the room. Come on now. Like, but, some people did believe that they were sisters, but Meatball cleared that up and said, like, girl, we're not related, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Girl. Okay, so let's get into the second video. So the second video, she's pretty much saying that she feels like the big problem came in between her and Tinka'S' friendship when they got on the show and they basically were trying to compete against each other, which honestly tells me that you guys were never friends to begin with. But I don't even want to say that because it seems the way how Tinka'S reacts to certain things that Meatball does and how Meatball reacts as well, that you can clearly tell they were friends. So I don't even want to sit here and discredit their friendship and be like, well, y'all were never friends. I don't want to say that, but it's like, why y'all let it get to y'all heads like that? Like, that's the question I really want to ask. Like, if I could interview either one of them, like, I would just ask them, like, I understand what you're saying when you're saying, like, you guys were both, taken out of Philly and put into this situation. But how would the cameras, the cloud, the show, like, how would that, like, clearly it's an easy temptation to switch up on your friend. Like, it's you come on. But why? Like, if you guys really cared about each other this much, how? You know what I'm saying? Like, just how did y'all let this happen? Like, if y'all cared about each other so much, if y'all loved each other so much, if y'all would have done anything for each other, if y'all loyalty lied with each other, how come this happened? How come you guys let it get to this point? And I want to ask both of them that. I really want to ask Meatball. I'm not going to lie, because it seems like a lot of the resentment and it seems like it's coming from Meatball's side. Okay, so I really just want to ask her, girl, but don't hit me, girl. Okay, but I want to ask you that, girl. Oh my gosh, I'm telling y'all, I want to start interviewing so bad, but I tell you, I'm not finna play. Like, I'm gonna ask questions that the people want to know. I'm not gonna play, but don't try to hit me though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just answer the question. But girl, that's all I got for y'all today.